What's going on, everybody? Actually, we're going to go ahead and launch this a little bit early here as we are in and set up in the verse. And of course, home port's actually Area 18. The other day when we were actually on New Babbage, it was laggy as hell. So I would imagine with IAE going over there, it's probably going to be worse. So best we actually launch from Area 18, fly out to New Babbage to see the show. So I'm actually already in the system, and after our practice last night, I got my normal gear on, which is always a good thing. And of course, with the new patch, we are ready for IAE, and we're going to be going out and checking out. I already picked up my Syulen, and we're going to fly that out there. And some things that we've already heard about it is that the horizontal hangars are definitely going to be interesting, because if you try to pull up the landing gear after you take it, it goes into a vertical mode and doesn't want to get out and falls out of the air in the hangar. You have to wait until you get out of the hangar to transform it into the vertical flight or the horizontal flight. J-scale, fly out in a terrapin. Sorry, you don't have the points to force that. Or do you? I guess I should probably keep an eye on point redemptions. Show you the Syulen. Yeah, no point redemption for that terrapin. Sorry, J-scale. Can't make me do it. I'm taking the Syulen out. So, of course, today is Alien Day. We're going to see Gatac, Banu, Spiria, and Apoa. Lots and lots of stuff going on there with those ships, but we're most interested in seeing the Syulen. And this is going to be definitely interesting to see. We're also going to take a look at the loadout here before we pull it here at the spaceport and see what it's got as far as systems. There is an info page on the IAE and the Gatac page to give you kind of the rundown. But we're going to take a look at it. And the big question, will it hold a bobblehead? So today is an unscheduled stream. We're going to be on for shorter than normal time. We're going to check out the showroom floor. We're going to check out the Syulen, maybe run a quick mission or bounty in it, and then probably call it a day. But we're going to check out the showroom floor definitely and see everything that they offer. We'll also take a look at the commercial that they released for the Syulen, which actually, while I'm pulling up the ship, why don't I show that to you guys, because the commercial actually is very interesting.
Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous stay.
Alright, so there is the commercial for it, and actually what we got here is the Syulen. It's got a Foxfire quantum drive, and that one I think is one of the lower tier ones. We'll see what its fuel economy is like and see if it can get us all the way from Area 18 out to New Babbage. As far as the weapons on it, I believe they were saying it was going to be 3 size 3. Looks like we've got 12 12 size 2 missiles, so it'd be nice to see if we can replace those with Rattlers. And we do have 3 size 3 Panther repeaters, non-gimbaled, so it looks like it's fairly well equipped for a starter ship. And there is a starter pack which right now you can get for $72 US with a war bond, and I believe it's a $10 savings with that war bond. If you get it without the war bond, you're looking at about $82. So let's go ahead and pull. Oh wait, gotta look at the paint. There is a 3-pack of paints that's available, including it includes the concierge paint, the Tomoa, I think is how you pronounce it, which I grabbed that one. Let's get a paint on here. Actually, I kind of like the chilling. I just call it the chilling paint. So it's actually a white paint with the kind of gold accents there. This is the concierge paint, which is the darker color, almost blackish, dark purple with a gold trim. And then you got the chewy paint, which is the gold, or I mean the purple hue one. I think for what we're doing today, I think we're going to go ahead and go with the chilling livery. We'll apply that, and let's go ahead and pull that out.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Our Corp is proud to bring the universe closer together. Our Corp.
So lots of different things that we're going to see during this IAE. Of course, we're not going to see any Jax or Jimmy this year because the cinematic team is working on other things. But we also know that there's an RSI mining ship that's possibly coming along, or at least in concept, and then we also have rumors of other things that may be coming along. Of course, the C1 is here, the SRV is here. What would they say here? 3, and all of that. So lots of exciting things going on with this year's IAE. So this should be interesting, seeing this ship. There she is. So this is our Gatac Syulen. Now, if you watch the video on this from Star Citizen Live, there's going to be one of these areas here that's going to open up, and here's our button here. And it's got the levitating grav steps there. And you can get the whole rundown on this by watching the Inside Star Citizen. It's got the grav left here. Oh yeah, it is pretty. I'm taking that. This is probably an escape pod. So we're just going to take this up to the 2nd level. This is a 3-level ship. This is your HAB level. And here on the HAB level, you got a few different things. You've got, of course, the bed, which is small like the Aurora. And it's basically just going to have you lay down there. And like they said on Inside Inside Star Citizen, it's supposed to kind of be very cave-like. This is the bathroom. And it is designed for, well, a shaternal. And of course a regular toilet. Humans use the regular toilet, and the others use the shaternal. And a little toilet paper pops out there. We got our little sink, and I hate to say it, but as there is no independent sink, I think you're supposed to brush your teeth in the shaternal. All right, and then this is just a seat. You can sit here. Oh, it's a desk. Okay. I see that now. All right, and then from here we can go up to the top floor, which is our cockpit. And we just sit in the seat here. And it brings us up into the vertical launch.
You are clear to launch. You are clear to launch.
Hey, at least I'll know when the door's open. I won't be able to fly into it. Gravity Cat in the Discord. Just go crash inbound. Hopefully not. Of course, always gotta check out the headlights. So this is the third-person view. So it's giving me a third-person view. Well, I'm in Area 18, so yeah, I would imagine I got a vertical hanger. Let's bring that up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Very responsive. I mean, definitely things like the F8 are much quicker to respond. This actually is not bad, though, especially for a starter ship. I'm wondering if the quantum effects are going to be like the Banu, or if they're going to be somewhat different. This is the first time we're going to see Gatac quantum effects. And there's our 3 size 3s, and then of course we've got 12 Ignite 2 missiles. Gotta try the weird cargo system. It's held by gravity on the outside. Yeah, we'll check that out after we go out and check out the IAE floor. So let's see if we even have enough fuel to get there. We're running 2,900 liters of fuel. So actually, it looks like it could do very well making a couple of cross-system flights. Wonder what the actual flight time will be. The Foxfire. Maybe we'll take a look at Urkel and see what that is. Alright, it looks like it's got the standard quantum graphics. I love the engine sounds on this thing. Oh! Okay, so it's slightly different. We got a little bit of green hue and all that, kind of very reminiscent of the Bannon. Liking these quantum effects. So technically, with this being a interior we can walk around, we should be able to leave the seat while we're in quantum. No, I do not want the grenade. Let's not blow up my new ship yet. Yeah, the engine sound I really like. Here's some of the component lockers. I love how it kind of just splits open like that. Oh yeah, this is the weapons rack. So you can actually get 4 handguns and you can get a couple of long rifles in here. We'll have to buy some to throw in there. I didn't bring enough with me. And of course you have the ability, because we're actually flying horizontal, I'm actually more or less laying down as we see all of that go by. I don't want to fall out of my ship. Come on, close. I do like the weapons rack, though. We're going to have to fill that up. Maybe we'll get some P8SCs or something while we're out in New Babbage. Alright, so let's take a quick look at Urkel. And this is going to be a size 1, so it's going to be the same as the C8 and things like that as far as the component size. So let's just take a look at the C8 and look at the Foxfire. Alright, so the Foxfire... This has a 20 million kilometer time of 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Supposedly, our Corp to Microtech is going to take 10 minutes and 50 seconds. 10 freaking minutes, Jesus. So it is going to be definitely one of the slower drives. You could definitely go with something like an Expedition or something like that to improve that, or at least shorten that down quite a bit. The VK00 is not even worth it because of the fact that it requires too much refueling, but you could go Atlas on this, and that's going to knock that time down by at least 2 minutes, and that'll improve that time a little bit. So really, even go with a grade A, it's only going to knock 2 minutes off your travel time. And if you want that Atlas drive, let's see where it's currently located. I think the Atlas was one where it was only in a couple of spots. Yeah, per L5 is the only place you can get the Atlas. It's 17,900 AUECs, so it's fairly inexpensive. But aside from the Atlas, you could also go with the Voyage drive, which gives you basically about the same as far as overall time. 8 minutes, knocks another 2 minutes off, total of 2 minutes off the time over the Foxfire, and that Voyage drive is probably going to be more readily available. Come on. Voyage. Oh, stupid. Yeah, that's available at ArcCorp, at Bigini, at Orson, and also CRU L4. So definitely much more readily available than what the Atlas is, and you're going to get equivalent times and flight times for that. Yeah, it is slow, Spectre. 10 minutes for ArcCorp to Microtech. So that is definitely going to be a issue, but you can knock 2 minutes off by going with that Voyage. VK00 is definitely faster. The only problem is you're going to kill that speed boost by having to stop 3 times. You can't make it from ArcCorp to Microtech on a single tank of gas with the VK00. It sucks fuel up like you wouldn't believe. Maybe with this having a little bit of a larger tank, you might be able to make it. But generally, I do find that the Atlas and all that is definitely very adequate. VK00, it'll knock your time down to 6 minutes and 9 seconds, but you're going to have to stop for fueling, which is going to kill your 2 minute time increase over the Atlas or anything like that. So whatever you're gaining in speed, you're losing in having to refuel. Atlas, I believe, is industrial. The Atlas is civilian, actually. The Voyage is also civilian. Both the Atlas and the Voyage are civilian. But the VK00 is a great quantum drive. It's fast as hell, but it sucks gas. Badly. So what else we got here? We got shutdown, quantum drive. What's the size 1 Bravo military? Size 1. Charlie, that's going to be the Siren. And the Siren is the size 1 grade B. And again, you're doing it in 6 minutes, 15 seconds, but you can't do it in 1 tank of gas. You got to stop and refuel. So those military ones are great, but they just are horrible on fuel consumption. I mean, it is disappointing, but I always find that the Atlas and the Voyage do perfectly fine. The biggest downfall, the biggest drawback to them is you just have to go get them. Let's see. And it looks like somebody posted here. Okay, so here's something we can take a look at while we're killing time here. Let's take a look at this. All right, so this is the Q&A on the Gatac Syulen. Let me bring that over to a screen a little better suited for this. All right, so here is our Q&A on the Gatac Syulen. Does the Syulen fit in any ships currently available in game? It's the first ship that's vertically oriented upon landing. As such, while it fits in standard hangar metrics, it's one of the few to truly take up the majority of the vertical axis. It's not suitable for fitting in any existing ship, which actually I'd be interested in trying it in the 890. I think it might be close, but you could always travel with the hangar open if you can get to stay open, but usually quantum forces it shut. Is there an MFD view to help with landing and taking off? The players don't have to use external camera. Let's see, it does not. Landing view on the radar MFDs is planned in the future for all ships, not just the Syulen, but isn't available at launch. If you want to stay in cockpit view, you can use the compass guides to orient yourself 90 degrees to aid in a landing. You can also use the look behind feature too. What is the ship's top speed? 1200 meters per second with an SEM speed of 200 meters per second. Is there a ship that we can compare the Syulen to in terms of stats, and why should we choose the Syulen over another ship of the class and role? While classified as a starter, it's more premium, so it sits in the same category as the Reliant Kore, Avenger Titan, and Nomad. The biggest reason to choose this over others comes down to its alien design and styling. It's also particularly well armed compared to its competitors at the expense of cargo capacity. Now, I think H3 looked at it earlier. 6 SCU is going to be the cargo capacity on this, as well as being very agile for its size and shape due to having 24 maneuvering and 3 retro thrusters. So very less likely I might crash. Gatac uses a lot of missiles on the Syulen. Is this something that will also be reflected on the Syulen? It has a trio of bespoke missile racks, 1 per wing, and each holds 4 size 2 missiles for a total of 12 by 12 S2s. What weapons does the Syulen have apart from the missiles? It comes with 3 size 3 weapon hardpoints that by default are equipped with fixed size 3 guns. Cargo capacity is 6 SCU, and these are 3 cargo racks on the exterior, each of which can carry 2 size 1 SCU boxes. Does the Syulen have a tractor beam? And no, it does not have a tractor beam hardpoint on the ship. Cargo crates are moved with a handheld tractor beam. Can the Syulen scoop hydrogen? It is capable of regenerating its hydrogen fuel tanks via its fuel intakes. Does it have more or less armor than other ships? In its class and role, it has comparable armor to other ships in the class and role. And as the Syulen is a Xi'an ship, does it come up with unique features that other human ships don't have? It does have a Shaternal. As it was built by Gatac for both Xi'an and human market, there are features on board for both species, such as toilet, sink, and yeah, it is a combo toilet and sink. Nice. I'm not too sure that fits OSHA standards. And the classic back scratcher. Okay. What amenities does the Syulen have? It has everything you come to expect of a ship the size. So a bathroom including toilet, shower, personal storage, including a suit locker and a bed. And then the disclaimer. So apparently the Shaternal is also your sink. So yeah, I think short trips without having to brush your teeth is called for. All right, so here we are above Microtech, and let's head on down and see if we can't get over to the show. Stink. I know in the Discord they were calling it the Shaternal. It looks like a urinal, but for other reasons. But apparently that's also your sink, which is a little disappointing.
Hello.
Now my thing is, it's going to be interesting if this gives me a horizontal hangar. Yes, it does have a second toilet for human use, just not a individual sink outside of the Shaternal.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. That request has already been granted.
I know New Babbage was having some issues previously
Landing
with
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
showing their hangar markers.
That request has already been granted. That request has already been granted.
Be nice to know where I'm supposed to land. Max speed in atmosphere is without afterburner 200 SCM, and then 1200 with afterburner. Yeah, that's the downfall of Spectre, is that it doesn't like to fly horizontal inside a hangar. So I was hoping that it would just give me a vertical hangar, but let's see what we got. Okay, I guess they didn't crash, so that's a good thing. And it just happens to actually be my hangar. That was definitely interesting. It'd be nice if they put it into like a VTOL mode, so that you could just hit landing gear and go into a VTOL mode, which I would imagine it probably does already. I think it just takes a little practice, is all it's going to take. A little getting used to it. It is a new, flight system. Am I locked in here? I almost crushed somebody. So these must be where it holds the cargo here. On these little areas here, yeah, 2 size 1 boxes each. That would make sense that that's what that's for. We'll have to pick up some weapons to put into the weapons rack.
Tired travel? Why not rest at the best newly renovated accommodations located downtown in the luxurious Empire
Okay.
Grand. Remember,